Hey everyone and welcome. Think about this. We do it something like 20,000 times a day, but we almost never give it a second thought. I'm talking about breathing. And it turns out, the way most of us live has kind of pushed us into some really bad habits. But here's the good news. The path to better health might just be as simple as your very next inhale.
You've probably been told a million times to take a big, deep breath, right? To calm down, to get more oxygen. But what if that advice is actually wrong? What if that big gulp of air through your mouth, the one that puffs out your chest, is actually doing the opposite of what you think it is?
I know, it sounds completely backward, doesn't it? But this is the paradox we're diving into today. The very act of trying to pull in more air can literally starve your body of the oxygen it's crying out for. So how on earth is that even possible? All right, to really get our heads around this paradox, we need to talk about a gas that gets a really bad rap. And, it's probably not the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, CO2. We usually think of it as just, trash, something we just exhale and get rid of. But in our bodies, it's actually the gatekeeper for oxygen. It's the critical signal that tells your red blood cells, hey, you've made it to the muscles and organs, drop off the oxygen right here.
So here's the chain reaction that happens. When you overbreathe, taking those big, heavy breaths, you blow off way too much CO2. And without enough of it, your blood vessels literally tighten up. The oxygen just stays stuck to your blood cells, cruising right past the tissues that desperately need it. You're huffing and puffing, but on a cellular level, your body is actually suffocating. And listen, this isn't just some abstract science. This oxygen shortage has real, tangible effects on how you feel day in and day out. Do any of these sound familiar? That constant feeling of just dragging yourself through the day, that brain fog where you just can't focus, even anxiety. They can all be linked back to this chronic low-level oxygen problem. And it becomes this vicious cycle, right? Poor breathing leads to bad sleep, which makes you more tired and anxious, which, you guessed it, makes your breathing even worse. And the ripple effect doesn't stop there. I mean, think about it. Your immune cells need a ton of oxygen to fight off germs, and your digestive system needs rich blood flow to work the way it should. When your breathing is out of whack, these absolutely critical systems just start to fail.
Okay, that was a lot of bad news. So let's talk about the good news. The solution is literally right under your nose. Seriously, it's all about getting back to the way our bodies were designed to breathe from day one.
Let's just put these two head to head. Mouth breathing is pure chaos. It's inefficient, it triggers your stress response, and it messes up that delicate oxygen and CO2 balance. But nose breathing? Whoa, it's a total game changer. It warms and filters the air, and get this, it boosts the production of something called nitric oxide, a fantastic molecule that actually opens up your blood vessels and lungs, supercharging oxygenation all over your body.
So how do you actually do it right? It's all about breathing from your diaphragm. Try this with me. Put a hand on your belly. When you inhale slowly through your nose, you should feel your belly push out. Your chest should stay pretty still. This low and slow rhythm, that's the calm, efficient way you were built to breathe. Now, once you nail this, the benefits are not just about feeling less tired. They can fundamentally upgrade your physical performance in some truly mind-blowing ways. Okay, look at this number, 130 BPM. What do you think that is? Well, that is the average heart rate of the Tarahumara runners in Mexico while they're running for hours on end. It's an incredibly low number, and it's a testament to unbelievable efficiency.
And this chart really puts it into perspective. A typical marathon runner might be redlining at 170 beats per minute, but the Tarahumara, they're just cruising along at 130. And their secret isn't some fancy gear. It's that they breathe almost exclusively through their noses, maintaining that perfect oxygen balance. Their engine just runs incredibly smooth.
And these benefits go way beyond just running. Slow nasal breathing helps lower your stress hormone cortisol, which is linked to storing fat. It helps release that unconscious muscle tension that leads to injuries. It speeds up your recovery and gives you this clean, natural energy boost that just cuts right through that afternoon brain fog. So, want to feel some of these benefits for yourself, like right now? Here's a really simple but powerful technique you can try on your next walk. It might feel a little weird at first, but trust me, it works wonders. The steps are so simple. As you're walking, just focus on breathing slowly through your nose. Then, on an exhale, just pause about halfway through. Hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. You'll feel your core muscles and your diaphragm kind of engage. Then just smoothly finish the exhale and let your normal rhythm come back.
So what is actually happening there? Well, that brief hold is like a mini workout for all your breathing muscles. It also lets your CO2 levels build up just a little bit, which, as we now know, is a good thing. It basically primes your body to deliver oxygen way more efficiently as soon as you start breathing again.
You know, in the end, mastering your breath is about so much more than just the physical benefits. I love this quote. When you deliberately slow down your breathing, you quiet down all that noise in your head. Stress just dissolves, and you can tap into that amazing state of flow where you're just completely locked into the present moment.
So, the path to better fitness, sharper focus, and just overall well-being, it really does start with something you're already doing. By bringing a little conscious control to your breath, slowing it down, using your nose, and breathing from your belly, you can unlock a whole new level of health. The power is already in you. What will you unlock with it? Thanks so much for tuning in.